baseball on the show. It's the New York Yankees going up against the Atlanta Braves. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. Just about set to go. Our starting pitcher in this one, Spencer Schwellenbach.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those. How things are going and how things are working. But if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys. Off balance.
Right.
Ben Rice, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Foul ball there. Next offering misses. Yeah, that's ball 2.
2-1.
That's in there.
That slider breaking in can be a tricky pitch. If you don't finish it and have that bite at the end and it stays out over the plate, it can get hit a long way. But that was a good one right there.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
And here's Freddie Freeman. And that one is inside. There's a strike. Nobody out. Runner at first. Base hit center field. Harris fires it in quickly, and it's now first and second to start the inning.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
That one misses, and now 2-0.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
That one not close, and now 3-0. That's out to center field. Base hit into the outfield. Stop sign goes up at third, and the bases are loaded.
Back-to-back base hits. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
And now it's Juan Soto. That clips the inside corner for a strike. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can...
Line drive, base hit. One runs in. Runner around third. The run comes in to score from second, and it's a two-run single, and they lead by 2.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with guys trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
Here's Josh Young. Drops in for a hit, couldn't run it down. And that's a double. The relay, and he's out easily.
The designated hitter.
Here's Nolan Gorman. Golden opportunity right here. First pitch misses.
Pretty smart not to serve something up for him right there. He's really good at hitting the first pitch.
Ball, that's inside.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
2 on, 1 out.
Hey.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Kicks and deals. And that's fouled off. Got him swinging. Will Bichette up to the dish.
The shortstop. So Bichette.
Outside low, and it's 1-0. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive it.
Base hit, 1 run in already. Now 2 runs scored, and they almost caught him, but he's back in time.
He was all over that one. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Stepping in, Wilyer Abreu. And that one is lifted in the air. Now a relay to the plate, and he's in there. A run comes into the play.
The second baseman, Connor Wong.
So runner at second, 2 down. And now here is Connor Wong. Missed inside with the curve. Abreu on at second with 2 down. And a foul ball. Late on that fastball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball.
2 strikes.
Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. Back here with my pal Singy, and towing the slab here, Garrett Cole. And Singy, he's a workhorse, loves pitching deep into his starts.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
We go to the Elly De La Cruz. Swinging a foul straight back. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Pitch in the dirt. Going to count 1-2. And a base hit right there. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Really nice job, a two-strike hitting in that at bat. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Ronald Acuna Jr. in the box now. No balls and a strike. That's off the mark. And 1-1. Cut on and lifted in the air. Wong on the move. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Matt Olson stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Next offering is fouled back.
You know, Boog, it's nice to see Garrett Cole on the mound today. He finally won a Cy Young Award in 20.
Runner on the go. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Runner on the go again. And they'll do it again. Cole a check to first. And he's back in safely. And a 1-2 again. And there's a ball.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Batting fourth,
Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit.
Ozuna.
That one catches the corner for a strike. Elly on the move. Left field. Soto right there to make the grab. And that's the third out. Back at Truist Park. Top of the second. Here's the power hitting catcher, Ben Rice. Schwellenbach back to work. Just missed. Fouled off left side. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. He'll circle the bases. It's 6-0. Now it's Freddie Freeman. He always seems to have a smile on his face when we get a chance to talk with him, Chris. Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. Freeman, one of those guys everyone wants on their team, and it's not only for that great smile of his. One thing that separates him is how much he cares about winning. Yeah, he's talented, but I don't think there's a selfish bone in his body. Freeman is one of those guys that backs it up, too. If his manager wanted to try something different because it's going to help the team, he's going to give it a shot. And that's just the way he's wired, whatever it takes to win.
To Elliott, second for one. On to Olsen. That's two.
Sometimes double plays get turned so quickly that you don't really get to appreciate all of the finer details and how these guys execute them. Right there, really nice footwork, and a good feed to second was the key to pulling it off.
Way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit. Freeman is exactly the type of player great teams need to have on their roster because the game of baseball is such a team sport. So I guess it's no surprise Freeman has been on some really good teams in his career.
2 outs. Now 3-0. Next offering is fouled back.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
The 3-1. And that's ball 4. Tried another splitter but missed the spot.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
So 2 down, and up next for New York, Josh Young. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. Ball 1, no strikes.
That's ball 2.
Squirts away a little bit.
2-0.
Swing and a miss. And it's 2-1.
1 strike.
That one hit to right. Acuna after it. And that is that. Back here at Truist Park, home of the Braves since 2017. These fans didn't experience a home postseason game a year ago, but the Braves did qualify as a wild card team before getting swept by the Padres.
Yeah, that was a tough series for Atlanta. They played a doubleheader for seeding purposes the day after the regular season was scheduled to finish.
And ball 1. The Braves did reach the postseason, but they had to fly cross country to Petco Park to play the Padres. Plus, they lost Chris Sale going into the final weekend of the season. That was a tough blow. Yeah, no doubt. Injuries were a huge part of the Braves story in 2024. Everyone is hoping for better luck this season, that's for sure. Here's a 2-2. Stays alive. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Chases the changeup in the dirt. And it beats him for the first out after the drop third strike. And now the switch hitting catcher, Jonah Heim. Center field. Abreu under this one. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there are 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Josh Naylor. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. Next offering down low and in the dirt. Throw over to first.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
He swings and fouls one off. Naylor, the runner at first with 2 gone. that one is downstairs. Ball one. And there's a ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Gets a piece and stays alive. He goes down looking. On to the third inning. Now up is the Yankees DH, Nolan Gorman. Gorman in his 3rd season, 24 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2018. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And next for New York, Bo Bichette. He drove in 2 with a single his first time up. The shortstop takes the ball. That one is absolutely belted. Out of here. And they add to their lead. It's 7-0. 1 down. Here's the center fielder, Wilyer Abreu. That's in for a strike. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. That's inside. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now, doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Ripped on a line to center. Harris makes the grab. 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Under it is Acuna to make the grab. And we're back. And now Zach McKinstry.
The 3rd baseman, Zach McKinstry.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Abreu makes his way towards it. 1 away. Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Elly De La Cruz. Next up for the Braves. Hit in the air right field. And that one way back there. And that is way gone. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 7-1. 1 out, base is empty. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in here in the last half of the 3rd. That one ripped. And that ball is out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they're chipping away. It's 7-2. And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. And first offering is fouled off. 1 out, base is empty. And a swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Executed that pitch very nicely, just missed with it.
Ball 2.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Fights it off. He'll see another. Still only one out here in the inning. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. And there's 2 away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. Makes the grab, and that is that. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Ben Rice. Right back to him on the mound. Gets it to first. That's the first out in the top of the 4th. Here is Freddie Freeman. Just missed.
Inside, ball 2.
Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck, and there's 2 down. Here's Aaron Judge at the dish. His 2024 season, ridiculous. He became the first player in 20 years to finish with a slugging percentage over 700.
Yeah, the last American League player to slug 700 was Mark McGwire, and Judge was the first Yankee to do it.
Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. Back here in Atlanta, bottom 4, and now the center fielder, Michael Harris II.
Harris.
And first offering is fouled off. Tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. Did not go.
That's ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Fly ball center field. Abreu. And there's 1 down. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Jonah Heim. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. That misses the zone, and the count is 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
The Yanks leading by 5. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Liner, and this could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in, and that's a double.
Everything came together for him. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
And first offering is fouled off. Out to center. Abreu. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Thairo Estrada to the plate. Caught looking his first time up. Swings and misses. 0-1. Heim at second with 2 down. And there's a foul ball. The 0-2. Got it. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. We go to the top of the 5th. Juan Soto now.
Number 22, Juan Soto.
Schwellenbach back to work. just off the inside edge.
You know, these Yankees doing a good job at the plate with runners on base, and that can be a key difference maker in the game. They're hitting over 600 in this game with runners in scoring position, and clearly that's leading to a lot of runs. Their clutch hitting has been excellent.
Josh Young getting ready to hit. Tap foul at the plate. The corner. Acuna on the run. Can't get there. This one lands foul. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Nolan Gorman will hit next.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
That's in there. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Hard ground ball, base knock.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Out to short, De La Cruz. They get the force. Out number 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now in for the Braves, Zach McKinstry. First pitch, and he just misses.
You know, these Braves.
Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. Back to the top of the lineup, and now the shortstop, Elly De La Cruz. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they cut into the deficit. It's 7-4. Here's Acuna now. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Inside, just missed.
The real threats are coming up. Already giving up a home run in this inning. It's going to really have to bear down.
And another ball. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen walk, and the guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Judge is there. Corrals it. And there's one down. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. 0-2 in this one.
Ozuna
swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Just missed. Runner on the go. The 1-1 is fouled off. Yankees up by 3. Swing and a ball drilled center field. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. So digging in,
now
Michael Harris the
center
second.
fielder, Michael Harris.
Not even close there, and that's ball 1. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That one back there, and it hits the fence. Coming home. He will score.
Well, that gets him a little closer in this one. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Now at the plate, Jonah Heim. Now fly ball to right center. Nabs it, and that'll do it. Top of the 6th inning. Here's the center fielder, Wilyer Abreu.
Now pitching.
New pitcher for the Braves, number 43.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Fastball for a strike.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
0-2.
And that one is lifted in the air. Dunks one into left. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, he found himself
Now
behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
Wong in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Swing and a miss, strike one.
1-1. Ball inside.
Runner at first with no outs here. And that's
inside,
off
ball 3.
the inside edge. 3-1 now. This one in the air right field. And a foul ball. Here goes the runner. Good job to fight that one off. Abreu gets his lead at first with nobody out. And a swing and a miss. And one away. So the lineup flips over. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Ben Rice. He's already homered in this game.
Victor Caratini.
On the ground to the left. There's one. Out. And that's 2. Back at Truist Park. Bottom of the inning. And now it's Josh Naylor. Naylor measures 5 feet 10 inches, 235 pounds, and he was born in Canada.
Cody.
And a foul ball. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Soto really on his horse for it. Makes the catch. 1 down. Here's the second baseman, Thairo Estrada.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Fought off foul. The Braves down by a pair here in the bottom of the 6th.
Ball 1.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
And now 2-2.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And next for Atlanta, Zach McKinstry, 1 for 2. Right through there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
That one the other way, makes the grab, and that's the inning. New inning getting started, and stepping in for the Yankees, Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman.
Popped in the air, left field. Ozuna makes a nice running catch. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest
Drew Rasmussen will take over here. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Drew Rasmussen.
There's a swing and a miss.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
That's off the inside corner. Now 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
Ball in.
Hard hit left side. The throw to first. Judge out on the play. 2 down, bases empty. Juan Soto stepping in now for the Yankees.
Soto.
And there's a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. That one missing inside. There's the strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Ball 2.
That one missed. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. And we're back. And the batter will be the shortstop, Elly De La Cruz.
De La Cruz.
First pitch just misses.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
And a base hit up the middle. And a good start to the inning.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. You'll
Number
often hear the
13,
phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Ando bonito y aprende el foco. No me hablen de calle que ustedes no lo conozco. Frenamos a la pori porque me voy a poner loco. Le damos para el circuito cuando se tiren los monos al pare. Voy a andar morolito, no sale. Sube la bocina a mi panita y no le pare. Esa mala anda, ella quiere involucrarme, mira, pare. Súbele panita y no le pare. Pare. Súbele panita y no le pare.
Now pitching for the New York Yankees, number 58, Derek Long.
And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr.
Ball.
Saved at second, and he easily steals the bag. Tying run at the plate, and fouled off.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Swing and a ground ball. And one away in the bottom of the 7th.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
The first
Here
baseman,
is Matt Olson. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Into the corner, but foul. With the tying run at the plate, here at the bottom of the 7th. The tying run at the plate. And there's a ball. Ground ball right side. And Olson is set down.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Ozuna swings through it for strike 1.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone.
And a swing and a line drive at a right field. Squeezes it, and that's the inning. We're at the top of the 8th, and stepping in for the Yankees, Josh Young.
6, Josh Young.
Rasmussen back to work. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Swing and a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
The batter, the designated hitter, Nolan
Gorman stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 3. That missed inside. And that is ball 1. The pit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Pitcher's away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
Here comes a new arm for the Braves, Griffin Jax.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
Now here is Bo Bichette. On a line out towards center. Puts it away for the out. 1 down. And up next for New York, Wilyer Abreu.
Ball.
In the dirt, blocked.
1-0.
To third, not in time. And it's runners at the corners with 1 gone. Runners at the corners, 1 away. And we're in the top of the 8th. Next pitch is downstairs.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. That one felt good. It's 10-5. Base is empty, 1 away. Connor Wong stepping in now for the Yankees. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. In the air, right field. Acuna has it sized up and makes the grab. 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Vic Caratini at the plate. 0 for 1 so far. And that is out of play. Lined, and that's a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Now batting, the first baseman, Freddie
Freeman. Even up to the
He's running at
dish.
first for the Yankees. Number 19.
Dylan Lee taking over on the mound.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard.
Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. Throw to second. Out there. And that ends the inning. Back here in Atlanta, bottom of the 8th. Batter now, Michael Harris the second.
Harris. Now pitching for the New York Yankees. Number 41. Tim Hill.
Just missed. Late swing, foul to the left. That's off the mark, and the count is even 2-2.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Jonah Heim now at the plate. Inside, 1-0. This to third, Young. Throws across the diamond. 2 up, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. And now it's the Braves DH, Josh Naylor. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. It's 0-1. Swing at a high fly ball. That's out to center. Abreu makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now, Freddie Freeman. Lee goes 6 feet 3 inches, 215 pounds, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2016. Freeman hits it in the air. Harris hauls it in, and there's one away. Here is Aaron Judge. And there's a base hit to left. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Waste no time there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Oh, diving stop. And that's a base hit despite a great defensive effort. And here is Josh Young.
Number 6.
Siggy, he's got a history of coming through in the big spot.
Now pitching for
Lucas Sims gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is.
Yeah.
Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
And that one is lifted in the air. And Acuna able to make the grab. Now it's the DH, Nolan Gorman.
Nolan Gorman.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 on, 2 outs. And this is inside. The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 on, 2 outs. Went with the sweeper, but it misses.
2-2 the count.
Strike three, went back to the sweeper and got the strikeout. Back at Truist Park, the batter now, Thairo Estrada.
Second baseman, Thairo. Estrada.
So now pinch hitter for Atlanta, Eli White.
Well, with his speed, he could really make some things happen leading off.
A little bit low.
Ball one. Ball one, no strikes.
Next pitch is outside. Next offering is fouled back. And a 2-1 on the way. And he grounds one to the right side. Cronenworth handles, throws to first, and the leadoff man retired here in the ninth. Zach McKinstry next up for the Braves. So now pinch hitter for Atlanta, Spencer Steer. One out. The base is empty for him.
Number 37, Anthony Bender.
Ryan Snitker making a move for a bat here.
17.
Will Brennan looking to start something with one gone. And first offering is fouled off. And ball one.
I got one ball, one strike.
And a fastball misses outside for a ball. Ball two. And that's outside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count. Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
De La Cruz in the box with one away as he takes ball one. In the air, left field, down the line. Soto really on his horse for it. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
One ball, two strikes.
Grounder might be two. To second, there's one, but safe at first. It's a fielder's choice. The Braves down to their last out. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Just missed.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. They're down to their final strike.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up.
There goes Ellie. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. De La Cruz off of first with two away. Swing and a miss, and he got him. That finishes the evening's action.